welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. I'm Jane Wogan and I'm back with a really, really great show for you today. From summer fashion to expert beauty advice to an amazing barbecue cook-along, it's a fab lineup just in time for the expected heatwave. First up, the stylist Anna Bromilow is here taking us through her wardrobe for a look at her 10 favourite dresses for summer. Plus, our wonderful beauty contributor Adeola is giving us the down low on exfoliation in all its forms. The SL fashion team look at the best looks on the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival. How fun, finally a red carpet. And finally, chefs from Fallow restaurant are here showing us how to create the ultimate burger. Believe me, you will not want to miss this. But first up, I'm joined by Lou and Adeola to talk about the most Googled fashion and beauty things on the internet right now, among other stuff. Ladies, I'm so happy to have you here, especially after COVID when all everyone did was Google how to be beautiful and what pajamas to wear. Right. So now we can actually talk about other stuff. We're going to kick off with Adeola. What is the best order to do my skincare in?
So always start off with your lightest products to your thickest. So cleanse, tone, serum, eye cream, and then moisturizer, and then oil always goes last.
Do you need oil and moisturiser, or is it one or the other?
It is one or the other, but just depends on what your skin concerns are. Okay. Yeah, but you can either mix it together or obviously do moisturiser first and then go in with your oil after, because that's kind of like the sealant. It kind of like locks everything in.
Okay, good to
know. And what is your feeling on vitamin C?
I love vitamin C. I actually got a little bit of a demonstration here of why it's so good. But if you think of your face like the apple.
Okay.
So
I love this. Show and tell.
I didn't even know that was in there.
Here's one I made earlier. But what I've done was I basically use this to kind of represent what your face is like doing when you're like out and about. So on one side I've applied the vitamin C and on the other side I haven't. So you can actually see how this is going brown. And essentially what vitamin C does is it stops the oxidation process. So it stops your skin from aging. So it really helps with things like, you know, pollution that attacks the skin that can cause fine lines and wrinkles, sun damage. And essentially what vitamin C does is it creates that barrier to protect your skin against free radicals that can obviously start the premature aging process.
Fascinating.
And what about, is it better to use it like as a liquid rather than take it in pill form?
So literally just take a couple of drops and just pop it onto the skin.
You've got my favourite.
I've got my fave here. This is the SkinCeuticals SheerLuxe. A couple of drops and literally use it in the morning, the best time, because naturally if you're going out in the sun, it's going to give you that antioxidant protection.
Great.
I love that. Okay, so final question. We all hang on to our makeup forever. I didn't realise makeup had a sell-by date, but apparently it does.
It does, yeah. So there's a really good clue on the back or on the bottom of your products. For example, here it says 12M. Okay. So that represents that once you've opened the product, you've got 12 months of usage. So obviously if you finish it quicker, great. But if you do have it for like 12 months, just make sure you finish it before then, or else it will not obviously work as effectively as it could do.
But we were saying, Lou mentioned fake tan earlier. It can go off and turn you green.
Yeah, and you'll notice by the smell and how it looks and the consistency of it. So obviously watch out for those key signs.
Like there must be ones you can kind of get away with.
Yeah, like powder. Exactly. They last a bit longer. They don't harbour as many sort of like, you know, bacteria.
Okay.
So yeah, liquids be a bit more like, you know, careful with creams. But things like powders, you can go a little bit longer if you want to.
Gosh, I've had my powders for years. Years. Okay, Lou, fashion questions.
Hit me.
Because obviously we all have to get out of our pajamas now. So what should I be wearing to a wedding?
Ooh, so weddings this year, I think there are so many amazing rental platforms out there now. And I actually went to Selfridges on the weekend to look for a dress for a wedding, and have got a pop-up there, which are one of the leading rental platforms out there. And there are so many amazing fun dresses. I think this kind of season, if you want to sort of dress up a little bit more and have a bit more fun with your event style, and you don't want to be wearing the same thing again, or you know, just kind of dip your toe into maybe a trend that you like the look of, or a brand that maybe you can't afford, like Vampire's Wife. They've got an amazing selection, and those are like £900 dresses.
Which is a lot, you know.
Which is so much, you know, and for a dress you're maybe going to wear once. If you've got lots of pictures in it, maybe you don't want to wear it again. So you can rent it for like £50 a day, which is amazing. So yeah, loads of great dresses. There's lots of colourful prints. You know, great big shoulders are everywhere still. So yeah, I would check out her.
Now, speaking of wedding dresses, a question that's come up, one of the most Googled questions, is how to iron silk.
Ooh, just don't iron it.
Don't.
Definitely get a steamer.
Right.
You know, you get them from Amazon, like £20, £30. I think you don't want to put anything physically on that fabric. So if you hang it up.
What about putting it in the? I always sometimes put them in the shower.
Yes, I think
steamed
that's
in the
really
shower.
good if you're traveling and kind of as soon as you get there, if you've kind of already pressed and steamed it and then you want to just kind of take out anything minor, then I think that's really good. Just hang it in the shower after you've had you've had the hot shower.
Or I've left it in too long sometimes, and I'm not joking. It's a bit wet. Now, for summer, I think one of the biggest trends was I have so many pairs of white sneakers, and they do just get filthy, and I do throw them in the washing machine and they get destroyed.
Yeah.
Is there like a hack, a trick for cleaning your white trainers?
So the best solution is called Jason Mark. I think I've spoken about this so many times on the show, but it is amazing. If you've got leather sneakers rather than like canvas ones.
Right, okay.
But it's kind of like this like foaming liquid that you put on, and then it's got a buffing brush, and you literally just buff it away, and it kind of all foams up. Anyway, they come out as good as new.
Jason Mark.
Jason Mark, yeah, it is amazing.
Am I the only person in England that didn't know about this and have been
either.
throwing them in the washing machine?
Yeah, that's me.
So, TV shows. What's everyone been watching?
Oh.
Because I feel like it's I feel like it's on everyone's minds right now. A certain show.
Well, I'll start. Sex Life on Netflix.
Oh, you've been dying to talk about that, Adela.
I haven't seen it, but I watched Gogglebox last week, and this clip came up. Oh my God! I'll let you explain why the nation's been going
I love her all
clip.
smiling. I mean, so go on.
It's so good. Basically, it's about this suburban wife. She's got like the picture perfect life everyone would want. Great husband, he's got a great job, 2 kids, everything. But then she starts fantasizing about her ex-boyfriend, who she has a very good sex life with. And then she starts documenting it on this like journal that she writes on her laptop, and then her husband reads it. And then he then goes on this quest to kind of find out who this guy is that she's talking about, because their sex life isn't great, they're not having sex as often, and he's got like a big promotion at work that's coming up.
I wasn't sure what you were going to say there when
Just
you
you
said,
wait,
and
just
he's got
you
a
wait,
big...
just you wait.
But the infamous scene, I don't want to ruin it for everyone, is obviously he goes and follows and finds the said guy, and they're in like, communal showers, they're in a gym, and he finds them, like follows him into the gym, and he turns around the guy, and let's just say he's got a very big, what?
I mean,
Very well endowed.
Very well done.
Huge. It cannot be real.
I think that's. Has anyone asked him? Not personally asked him, but has anyone said like?
I mean, it's
Is it
literally
real?
like down to his knees.
Right,
and
like a
it's
donkey.
thick.
Yeah.
I found it quite a bit. I found it a bit terrifying because I was shown it. I was shown it on my friend's phone. She actually took a picture of it, and she said, "No, "This can't be.
It's
this
not
isn't real.
It's not real.
I don't know. I'd be a bit scared of that.
Yeah.
To be perfectly
But other
honest.
than that scene, is it actually any good?
It's a very good storyline because I was explaining it to my sister.
But
She
it
was
looks
like,
so wooden.
it
looks so
It looks
wooden.
so old school.
I thought it was dubbed for a second. I thought it was a Spanish show and it was dubbed. And I only watched the preview thinking I could see the...
Oh my gosh, no, it's actually got a really good storyline. Just talking about finding yourself, because obviously she's gone through life and she was a very different person to what she is now.
Adeola, look at you trying to make it It's called Sex Life for
actually
Ashley.
good. You can admit to it. It's fine.
Stop it. You go back to that episode all the time.
Behind it. Well, you guys watch it and tell me what you think. But I feel like there's quite a good storyline behind it. But yeah, it's graphic. So I wouldn't recommend watching it on the tube or anything like that in
Lou,
public
what are you
spaces.
watching?
I mean, obviously Love Island. I told myself I wasn't going to watch it, but then it's just a really good hour of like disconnecting.
Do you feel? Does it make you feel better about yourself afterwards?
Not really. I actually feel
feel
worse
a bit
about myself
dirty?
because my husband is like hates it, and he's there like reading this like he's reading about investments and all this stuff, and I'm
Like
like,
he's reading
God,
Tolstoy
your
and
brain
watching Love
cells
Island.
are, you're going places, and literally mine are being diminished by the minute as I'm watching this trash. But it's just quite fun. I enjoy all the flirting, although the snogging is very loud. It kind of I'm a bit like, ooh,
That couple that
it's not
snogged.
comfortable watching.
The girl, I don't know their names, but he brought her up to the balcony to kiss her.
Yeah.
And it was so loud. And I was like, yeah,
And it's so much tongue.
13.
So much time, and it's always so quiet when they like do it. And then obviously there's always that bit when like there's like loads of foundation on the guy's face.
Gross.
I know. Well, I'm watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
We're all watching trash then.
Yeah. So basically, none of us have a brain cell left between us. Anyway, so on to the final topic, and we all have to be very honest. Weird habits. Does anyone have any weird habits they want to share?
Yeah, I've got a few weird ones. So, my first one is I never eat the top biscuit. if I open a packet of biscuits, or even if like once it's opened, I just will never take the top one. I'll just kind of keep going the layers underneath.
What if it was like the last one left and you knew?
No,
it
I
was,
wouldn't have
no?
it. Wouldn't have it. Like it's kind of the top and the bottom. That's not for me. I put the loo roll on. Which way do you guys do the loo roll? Like the paper over the top or underneath?
I know you're supposed to put it underneath.
But you go over the top.
No, sometimes I'm so lazy it goes on whatever way
I
it
do
goes
top.
on.
Yes,
Yeah, I do top.
You do top.
But I was having this conversation and they were like, no, it's meant to be underneath, like the flap goes on the bottom.
My
I was like,
God.
no.
My husband gets so angry with me and will turn it around. I'm like, okay, whoever changes the loo roll, they get to decide which way it's going. I just like it on the top. Anyway, I'm aware that most people don't do that. Other weird ones. Oh, when it's 22-22, do a double kiss. Ever do that?
I've never.
If I walk under scaffolding, I go like that. I've obviously got loads. I'll let you guys take over.
Oh, the 22-22 double kiss is cute. I like that. Adeola, what about you?
So I love to-do lists, but sometimes there might be things that I do that aren't on my to-do list, but I'll add it to it so I can have that sense of accomplishment.
Same, and then you cross it off.
Right? I do that all the time.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then I actually did an Instagram Q&A and I was asking people because I was like, this is really interesting. And then a few people said switching off, like, you know, the plug sockets, but even if it's not in use, they have to switch it off.
Yeah.
And one guy was like, if he's at a tube station or Starbucks, he has to just switch it off. And I was like, wow.
Like a random
Literally
switch?
just be like, just switch it off, like a
Okay.
plug socket.
Oh,
like,
that's funny. Like basically turn off all the lights on the metro. Well, mine aren't. So my weird habit is I make my boyfriend taste everything before I eat it. I won't. I smell it and then I make him taste it
Every
first.
single thing you eat?
Everything.
Wow.
So either I'm trying to kill him,
Yeah.
because if it's poisonous, he's going to die.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I do is I refuse to sleep with the curtains drawn because I think I'm going to sleep past something and miss something.
Okay.
But hence I don't sleep at all.
wow.
But how does he cope then with the windows the curtains being open?
I guess love is love. What can I say?
Do you wear an eye mask?
No, and I was thinking today I need to wear an eye mask.
Yeah.
That's going to be my next purchase.
It has to be
Okay.
pitch black for me, dark.
Right?
Yeah.
And I wonder why I don't sleep. Anyway, ladies, thank you both. That was fab. So fun to chat beauty and fashion with a pair of professionals. Up next, celebrity stylist Anna Bromilow has picked her top 10 dresses from her wardrobe that are going to get her through the summer.
Hi everyone, I really hope you are well. My name is Anna Bromilow and I am so thrilled to be back today with SheerLuxe. I am going to be talking about probably the item that I treasure the most in my wardrobe. It's an icon, it's a staple, it's really hard to say no to, and I've amassed, I'm sure like you, quite a collection of them, and that is the summer dress. So first up, and the most recent dress that I've purchased for this summer is this beautiful Barber dress by Stephananova, which I am beyond obsessed with. Loved the patchwork quality of it. I'm also a total sucker for a really voluminous, peasanty, easy shape. And I've worn it for evening with some gold heels, these ones here, beloved Loft Randall ones, and gold accessories, and dressed it up. Today I'm wearing it with some really lovely a-piedi gladiator sandals that are also like a buttermilky colour. I'm really loving this buttermilk, slightly yellowy, creamy colour at the moment. Part of the reason this dress is so special is not only because it has this diaphanous, slightly ethereal quality to it, but it's these really sensational colours, just very muted watercolour colours. So this has to be, at the moment, my number one. Next up is this divine creation from Meadows, one of my absolute favourite go-to brands for summer dresses at the moment. They have such a great modern take on folksy, romantic, really retro styles. This makes me feel like kind of Margot from The Good Life, and I can't get enough of it. In terms of accessories, I keep things quite tonal. I have worn this for evening and I've worn it with this chunky necklace here to give it a real retro vibe. But in terms of shoes, I normally go a mustard or a gold. I also love this bag with it, giving it a really nice hippie 70s added dimension. It was genuinely quite tricky to choose my favourite white summer dress. But I settled on this one by C New York, which is slightly stricter in silhouette. It's Empire line, it goes pretty much straight down. It just skims the top of my foot. It's that beautiful meeting of day and evening for me. It's a heavy cotton. It has these really stunning details. These sleeves are just heaven with their double ruffles and a really pretty ruching down the bust line. It just feels a little bit different, and it's one of those dresses that I will never part with. I've put it with these Diamante sandals. I mean, they've got a bit of raffia on the bottom, but they're essentially Diamante. I have worn this out in the evening with kind of waterfall Diamante earrings as well, but it's just a really precious piece that works in London, works abroad. I shall treasure this one forever. I have such a crazy obsession with yellow at the moment, a colour that I really didn't used to like at all. And I find myself seriously gravitating towards it. This is actually from Mango from last year, so it's a proper high street purchase. I saw it and immediately bought it because it's such a staple style. This short puff sleeve, voluminous hippie shape. I knew that I would wear it an awful lot, and the price point was absolutely fantastic. I'm wearing it with some yellow sliders. I've got quite a few pairs of summer sliders in different colours, and I love how tonally they work together. And I've got gold jewellery with it. I like these earrings with it, so I love that warm, rich, tonal mix between gold and yellow. I also love in the evening, especially when I'm on holiday, tying my hair back and wearing a red lip with this look. It's a high street, but genuinely one of my favourite, most worn purchases. If I had to save one dress from the entire rail, this would probably be it. It's an old favourite from Olga Johnson. Goodness, she does a great summer dress. I think I was first drawn to this really pretty blue and white print that also has a bit of a white pinstripe behind it. It's the detailing that makes this dress so lovely. The contrasting belt, the drop sleeves, the contrasting detailing around the neckline. It's such a pretty length. It's such an easy dress to wear, but I always get compliments on it whenever I wear it. I'm wearing it today with some teal velvet sliders. They're slippers, but I wear them out. And many, many happy holidays and sunny days in London wearing this beauty. This next dress is by Cecily Copenhagen, current season, and it's a little plainer than the rest of the styles that I've chosen. But what I love about it is this sensational colour, and I think it works really beautifully in a much plainer style. I think if it did have ruffles, it would just be way too much. But this colour is a really special shade of pink. Hope you can see it's got elements of peach in it, and as a result it's quite a luminous, a fresh shade. I love wearing it with black. I really adore a combination of pale pink or candy pink with black, and I'm wearing it today with my Isabel Marant sandals, and I also have these great cat eye sunglasses from Miu Miu. But at the moment I am wearing this dress so much. I had to put a blue and white dress in the mix. I've got quite a few of them. I think they're super chic. It's by Love Bonnetti. I really fell for it when I saw it online and was so happy when I got it. This very lovely, luxurious open weave linen. It has this pretty lacework around the top. You have to be slightly careful with what bra you wear with it. It's a real statement holiday dress. I love to wear raffia with it. This is just a vintage bag off Etsy and some raffia sliders, but I've got many happy holiday memories in this beaut of a Bonnetti dress. This next dress is by Joanna Sands and feels really very different, and I love it for that. It was made to order, so there was no going back, and I think as a result of it being bespoke, I really treasure it even more. It really feels special, more like a one-off. Mint green, it's not a colour that I'd ever worn before. I don't think I owned anything in this colour, but I was really drawn to it for its kind of vintage retro qualities. I love the ruffle around the bust. The length is great. I also found these earrings, which I think are so fab with them. They're kind of shell with diamante. I love them together. These were just a Zara purchase. There's a kind of extravagance, a retro extravagance about this dress. It's the kind of dress that I take on my holiday, and you can absolutely wear it for day, wear it for evening. You could even wear this to a big event if you put it with heels and wore it with spectacular jewelry. So it's quite a versatile dress. This is without doubt the most dramatic and formal of all my summer dresses, but a piece that I have worn on holiday and I just love it. It's by Lisa Marie Fernandez. I bought it in the sale online. It came from the States, again, because of customs duties. There was no way I was going to send it back. But I was really thrilled with it. I love green and white striped together, felt really different. It's full length. It has an almost kind of gypsy quality to it. I absolutely adore it. I've got it on today with some chunky pearl and gold earrings and some gold gladiatory style shoes. I thought I would include in the mix a really lovely black summer dress, but I think there's something incredibly chic about a great silhouette for summer in black. This one is good old Zara, who really do pull it out of the bag sometimes. It does remind me of those daily sleeper dresses where the sleeve is just everything. But they've made it in this quite clever taffeta looking fabric. Otherwise the shape is just very, very easy. It's a good length. I've worn it today with some black wraparound sandals from Nolo Blahnik and this fab black beaded bag. But this is one of my faves, a real statement.
Thanks, Anna. Wow, I want all of them. Now, next up is Adeola. She's back, taking us through a serious lesson in exfoliation. She's going to tell us the whys, hows, and whens for the key steps in your skincare routine. Pen at the ready, ladies. After that, I'm handing you over to Charlotte and Lou for a very special style watch.
Hey guys, Adela Gboyega here, beauty contributor for SheerLuxe. Now in today's session, I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favourite things, and that is exfoliation. It's so important that you're sloughing away those dead skin cells that can cause a build-up on the skin that can often make you look very tired and dull. And actually, by removing that top layer of dead skin, it allows you to reveal more brighter, more even skin. Now, the first range of exfoliants I'm going to talk about are what we call AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, and these work really well if your main concerns are anti-aging, pigmentation, uneven skin, as well as also fine lines and wrinkles. Now, alpha hydroxy acids are water soluble and they're really good to remove that sort of top layer or surface layer of dull skin to reveal more brighter, more even skin. And these are two of my faves that I'm going to talk to you about. Now, this product by Murad is called the Vita C Triple Exfoliating Facial, and it's basically meant to give you similar results to that of a microdermabrasion facial. Now, nothing's ever going to replace having a salon treatment, but this is near enough as good. And what I really love about it is that it has a mixture of exfoliants. So you have things like lactic acid, which is a really good gentle exfoliant. You've also got glycolic, which is a great exfoliant for that deep down penetration to really get deep down to exfoliate the skin. And you've also got a mixture of chemical and physical exfoliants, but in a very gentle way. It's also got one of my favorite ingredients for brightening the skin, which is vitamin C. So I feel like this is a really great, well-rounded formulation that gives you radiant, brighter, more looking skin. Now, one of my favorite treatments to have done professionally is a chemical peel. I have these a couple times a year, and again, that's also the secret to my even, radiant skin. And one of the products that I feel like has given me a near enough result and really helps to maintain my glow is this. This is the Overnight Peel by Kate Somerville. It is fantastic. Developed in clinic by Kate Somerville herself to give you at-home results with a peel, and it is fantastic for really evening out your skin tone and also helping with things like sun damage, pigmentation and uneven skin. It's got some really fantastic ingredients in there, and that's what I really love about Kate Somerville products, is that she really has developed them in clinic and knows what formulations work for fantastic results. So in here you've got retinol, which is really good at renewing your skin and helping with the overall turnover. You've also got in there as well niacinamide, which is great to strengthen your skin, as well as ceramides that are fantastic, which are basically like the building blocks to keep your skin nice and bouncy and glowy. And I absolutely love this. You don't need a lot, a little goes a long way, but if you're looking for like glass-like skin that feels and looks incredible, look no further than this peel. And what I really love is that when you think of the word peel, you always think of like, oh, you know, peeling skin, that's not good. But actually you've got some really great skin loving ingredients in there, as well as some really effective formulas, ingredients that work really well. So actually you're getting a great result, but also ingredients that are going to help to look after your skin at the same time. So this product is fantastic and one of my favorites for exfoliation. Now, if your main concerns are spots, breakouts, acne, then you definitely want to look into a BHA exfoliant, a beta hydroxy acid, salicylic acid, which is really good because it's well known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It's great for anybody that has blackheads, oily skin, prone to breakouts, and really suffers with their skin in that area, because what a beta hydroxy acid is good for is really able to kind of cut through any sort of oil and really break down any of that dirt or bacteria that can cause you to get breakouts and spots. Now, one of my favorite liquid exfoliants that I would probably say is like my holy grail is this one by Paula's Choice. This is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. It's a leave-on treatment which you apply with a cotton pad. And the thing with this is that you don't have to use it every single day. It can be used as and when you need it. So for example, if you're really suffering with maskne at the moment, or if you're prone to breakouts in a particular area, you don't have to use this exfoliant all over. You can just use it in that area. And all you would do is just pop it onto a cotton pad and then literally just apply it onto that area. Maybe it's the chin, maybe you're prone to blackheads or spots or redness around the nose. It's such a good exfoliant, and what I really love is that it really allows your skin to glow. Like honestly, when I use this and I wake up in the morning, it's literally reduced any inflammation by half. The redness is gone, my skin just feels incredible. And it's fantastic for somebody that is really suffering with their skin, and help to kind of, you know, cut through that oil and get that deep down exfoliation and really help to clear away any spots and breakouts. Another product that combines the benefits of a BHA is this one. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner, which contains a PHA and BHAs. This is amazing because it's also very hydrating and soothing, but it's great for somebody that has concerns with their pores. Maybe you really want to refine sort of the look of your pores. You can't reduce the size of your pores, but you can definitely improve the overall look and appearance of your pores. It also has a lot of hyaluronic acid, which is one of my favorite ingredients to hydrate the skin. And you could obviously apply this with a cotton pad, or I like to kind of pop it on with my hands and then just kind of apply it onto those areas. But honestly, the way it makes your skin look so glowy and smooth, oh, I just love this product, and it just feels amazing. So another great formulation, maybe if you're not on the very oily side, maybe you've got normal to combination skin and you have a bit of dryness in certain areas, but you want to kind of hydrate your skin at the same time as refining your pores, this is a really, really gorgeous product to go for. Now, if you're new to exfoliation, or you have sensitized skin, or maybe you're prone to redness, or you suffer from things like rosacea, then I would recommend this one. This is the Medicate Press and Glow PHA Toner. Now, PHAs are great because they have larger molecules and they're less likely to irritate the skin, because they don't penetrate the skin as deep as, for example, an AHA would, such as glycolic acid. This is a really good exfoliator for somebody that, you know, wants to try exfoliation but has more of a sensitive skin type. I really love the applicator of this because all you need to do is just press and glow, and then literally just kind of swipe it over the skin where you need to. But it's a really great way to kind of step into the world of exfoliation without irritating the skin too much, and you still get really beautiful results. You still get really gorgeous, glowing and radiant skin. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Adeola, and thank you, Jane. Now, Cannes Film Festival has been back this week after a year's hiatus, and how could we not mark the occasion by discussing the very best fashion to hit the red carpet? We haven't done this for ages.
I know, I'm so excited.
So excited. We have to start with Bella Hadid, who is like the belle of the ball this Cannes, wasn't she?
The chaparral dress.
We have to talk about the chaparral. We've got to start with it's the elephant in the room, isn't it? The chaparral dress. So, I mean, what do we think? Polly thinks it's lungs.
I think it's lungs.
Okay.
I agree. I just don't like it. I think it's a real statement and it's got us all talking, but I don't know. It's just something about it, the shape of it. I don't like it.
It's incredibly jarring to look at, isn't it? Because you've never seen anything like it, but then that's what I quite like about it, because actually, you know, red carpet dressing could all be quite samey.
Yeah.
So I agree. It's not that I like the dress, but I like that it's something completely different. Let's talk about her in Dior in something completely different. Do you love this?
Yeah, I think this is really cool. I think this has just got like real personality, and it's got a bit more attitude, and it's not your classic dress. You know, there's a lot of marabou feathers, there's a lot of sequins, there's a lot of glitter.
That's the Lanvin Lou. You skipped ahead one, but yeah, she does look amazing in Lanvin. Let's talk about that one.
But I'm saying in general, I think in Cannes, you know, with award season, you often see a lot of that style coming out. So I like that she's gone for something a little bit more different, and it's got more personality, a bit more edge, and I really like this.
I find it a bit 90s. Do you know what? It's the slither of stomach on show. Yeah. I think if it wasn't for that, then it would feel really fresh and really modern.
It's a bit Keira Knightley.
It's a bit Keira at the Bed Like Beckham.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that vibe. But the marabou feathers is incredible.
Yeah, that is amazing. Like, I mean, I think of all the looks, I think that's probably my favourite.
I think it's the hair as well. It's the kind of nod to the 20s flapper look. Yeah. It's so glamorous, but still feels really modern. How do you feel about gloves? You were quite into gloves whenever it last hit the red carpet.
Yeah, I was actually.
Still feeling it?
Still around. I'm not so keen on these ones. I've got to be honest. Like, I think it would look better without them. Yeah. But it's a cool statement. But I think it's amazing. Like, all three of these looks show such different kind of sides of her character and her style. So it's nice that she can kind of play around a bit.
She's so poised, isn't she?
She is.
So elegant. Ugh. We're going to talk about Jodie Turner-Smith now in Gucci. This is flawless, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely love her style. Do you remember when she was on Graham Norton and she was very heavily pregnant?
Yes.
She was wearing that yellow and she had her bump so out. It was kind of really part of her look.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely love this. I think she looks great. I love the kind of the low V, but kind of where it cuts her on the bias. I think that's really flattering.
This is a kind of masterclass in doing a bit of skin, but not all of it, and still looking really elegant, but with a bit of cleavage on show. I think the jewellery is incredible.
Yeah,
as
really
well.
classy, really classy. Yeah, that necklace is amazing.
Insane. But yeah, I think it's kind of grown up, sophisticated, but still sexy.
Yeah.
It's great. Denise Tantucci, she's also been everywhere at Cannes. Do you know who she is?
No, I don't either.
Anyway, she's everywhere. I love this. Metallics is a bit of a theme, isn't it?
Yeah, do you I don't love this. I love the colour, but I find the cape, for me, that feels a bit dated. I've never been a huge fan of a cape on a look, and especially I think it kind of is giving it that like boat neck look, which I'm not a huge fan of. And then it's short at the front, long at the sides. I don't know, there's just something about this which is a bit off for me.
I agree with the boat neck. What I really like about this is that a kind of classic shift dress is quite simple.
Yes.
And the shape of it would be quite simple. So then I love that it's given her a real shoulder, it's armed, it's added a bit of drama to otherwise a relatively, I mean, it's covered in sequins, it's not that simple, is it? But, you know, it's an extra level of drama. I love how the cape, it like drapes on the floor behind her.
And I think, to be fair, I think her hair being like a little bit more messy and dishevelled kind of that is what kind of makes this feel a bit cooler. Yeah. It's kind of not too sort of princess gown.
Yeah, she looks like a kind of messy Martian in a good way. Yeah, I'm into it. Okay, let's look now at Soko in Gucci again. Gucci's got such a distinct red carpet look now, doesn't it? Like you really does. Know when someone's in Gucci.
I really love this. This actually may be my favourite. Actually, there's one other that might be my favourite. I'm going to change.
You love them all.
I love them all. I love the huge oversized sequins on this.
Too.
It's kind of got that real like mermaid feel to it. And then I think with the little pops of, is it black at the top? I think that kind of grounds it a little bit and makes it feel a little bit edgier. I love the shape. The square shoulders, kind of with that shoulder pads, and then ending here, cut to the waist. I just think the shape of this is stunning.
It's got this really clever, we talked about cutouts on the show last week, and it's nodding to that trend with the little cutouts on her side, because it would be a little too grown up if it wasn't for those. It's got a kind of Anna Wintourness to it in a great way, but it's super classic. So those cutouts just give it a bit of a modern touch. As to the glasses, I mean, how cool is a red carpet dress with glasses? I love that look.
She just looks awesome. Yeah. Again, she's got real personality running through the look, which I think is key for Cannes.
Yeah, and refreshing. Maggie Gyllenhaal now, always chic.
Always so chic, very elegant, very timeless. I think you kind of put this look, you know, in the last 10 years, I think you wouldn't be able to say what year it was from.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I think that's a good thing. I think that's quite core. That's quite key to kind of her style. Then she's got the kind of slick back hair, great earrings. I wouldn't say it's that memorable, but I think she looks really lovely.
Yes, I agree. How do you feel about this cape compared to the last cape?
Prefer this one, I think. Although, is it long at the back? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think it's a shorter one.
I prefer the neckline on this. I love how then it's really tight around the neck and it kind of just goes over the shoulders. I think that's really elegant, and then showing your collarbone, which I think is super, super flattering. I think it could be longer.
I agree.
The sort of the length of it maybe just, I don't know, there's something not quite right, but I definitely prefer the top half of it.
Yeah, I've always loved a choker with evening wear, actually. I think it's so elegant, really cool, different.
Yeah.
Okay, more. There are, I know I've said it before, but there's a lot of sequins.
There are.
I think if I had to pick a sequin favourite, it would be this one. It would be Marion Cotillard in Chanel for me.
Okay, interesting. Why do you love it so much?
Everything about it, I love the kind of Art Deco references. I love the pattern. I love the slight peplum, the one shoulder. It's just, it's doing so much, but in a really subtle way, and that's why I like it.
I know what you mean. Don't you just want to touch it?
Yeah. You feel like it would make like a noise.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Incredible.
I actually think the one shoulder, I'm covering it over now, I think I would prefer it without the one shoulder.
Yes, it doesn't need the shoulder.
No, but I know what you mean. It's different, and it's kind of a unique take, I guess, on that sort of sequin metallic shape. Yeah, she looks great. She always
does. She does. I also think that pattern on the red carpet is really difficult and tricky, and actually doing it with sequins is a really clever way to get around that.
Yeah, you're so right.
Speaking of pattern on the red carpet, Natasha Poley.
Okay, now this is my favourite.
We kind of have to give this one a bit of an exception though, because like if you look like Natasha Poley, like it's quite hard to go wrong, isn't it? But we should just give a shout out to this look because it's gorgeous and it's nice to see something really different.
Yeah, I love it how, you know, a dress that is essentially from the front very covered up, high neck, long sleeves, a longer dress, but then it's so demure. She's got this insane high slit, and then also the lowest back you have ever seen. And there's definitely no underwear being worn in that.
I don't think you can wear it's like, it's grazing, isn't it? Yeah.
And just really embracing the flat chest, but it just feels so sexy.
Yeah, it's the hair as well, isn't it? It's how she holds herself, like the whole look. As
she knows her angles.
She knows
but
her
angles. They've got those cheekbones. This is, considering... I just love it. It's also got a bit of lilac, which I love.
It was great. And also, I don't think she has bad angles. Like, she doesn't need to know her angles, does she? But, I think it's really refreshing as well. The purple, purple could be quite dated on the red carpet. So I like that it's, you know, a fresh take on that.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, let's talk now about the boys. How could we not give a shout out to two of the most stylish men at Cannes? Should we start with Timothy Chalamet in Tom Ford? I mean, this nearly broke the internet, this picture.
I know, absolutely insane. I saw so many memes when I woke up being like, had to take, you know, a couple of hours off just to focus on this look. He always nails it, doesn't he?
He does. And I don't like, it's not about a hotness thing to me. It's just about somebody who just always looks so cool and effortless in whatever they wear. It's the Harry Styles effect, isn't it?
Totally. And again, like with the sunglasses, and I love like the collar that he's picked, and then he's gone for white shoes.
Yeah.
It's just, he's got a real star quality.
He does.
To his dressing as well. I
think the way he dresses is like peacocking, but without peacocking. Do you know what I mean? It's like statement pieces, but you don't feel like he's just doing it for attention. It just feels so natural.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree. I think he's like kind of. Also, I feel like a man could look at that and appreciate it.
Yeah, agreed.
Even if they kind of weren't really into fashion.
Yes, I'm not sure my husband would be wearing a metallic suit anytime
No, but
soon.
I think he'd think, you know, he looks cool.
He does look cool. And then finally, the fabulous Nicholas Maury from Call My Agent. Have you got any further with that?
Do you know, I haven't.
No,
I think I've done... The first two I found really funny, and then there was one that was like a little bit more sombre, and I was like,
Okay, we'll keep going because he is the best character, and I am obsessed with him. He's in Lanvin, and this is how modern suits should look, isn't it?
No.
Oh no, what?
I don't like it.
This?
No.
Oh.
I think like if you took him away without knowing like how fabulous he is, I don't know. I don't like the high lapels.
Okay. Quite 70s.
Yeah, it's very 70s.
Yeah.
I would want the lapels to just come a little bit lower. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the pattern.
Okay, I love it. I don't necessarily think that, well, there's a lot of men that couldn't pull this off, but I love the idea, you know, each piece in isolation, that blazer, what with a black tee and some jeans. I mean, cool.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
It's so, every piece here, you know, I love, you know, what he's got with his hair. Like, it all just looks so fashion, but each piece stands alone as well, which I just love.
Totally. And also, you know, I feel like the men get a pretty tough gig sometimes going to these awards season, that they all just look so similar.
Yes, so true.
So I think, you know, looking at both Timothy and Nicholas both showing that, you know, you don't have to wear a run-of-the-mill, you know, navy, black suit, whatever.
So
you can add personality. And, you know, I'm sure this will also be, you know, translated down to sort of future trends for both men and women.
Exactly. White floral blazers coming to a men's suit store near you. Come on, you have to pick a favourite. Who are you going to pick?
I'm going to go joint Natasha and the first Bella, the fluffy Bella.
Bella and Longban.
Bella and Longban, that's
Lovely.
it.
Very nice. I'm going to go joint Marion and... Wait for it. Soko. That's it.
Great.
Sequins for me.
Great.
Good. All right.
That was fun.
That was really fun. We should do this more often.
We should.
All right. Thanks. Back to you, Jane. Thank you both. That was joyful. Just what we need. Next up, and dare I say it, we have saved the best to last. Jack Croft and Will Murray of Fallow Restaurant are here with their recipe for the ultimate burger at home. It looks mouth-wateringly incredible and is perfect timing for this weekend heat wave. Summer is back.
Today we are doing
the ultimate burger.
Cheers, mate. Finishing each other's sentences. So natural. So, dairy cow burger. We have coarse mince and finely double minced mince as well. We've got about a 1:3 fat ratio. And in this we've got chuck, we've got a little bit of flank, and then we've got that amazing fat all minced in there as well. So just gonna take an even amount of each. We're gonna season this with a little bit of salt. Nice bit of black pepper and mix it up. Whilst I'm doing this, Jack's gonna get cracking on our smoked mayonnaise.
So I'm just gonna make a very basic mayonnaise recipe. The alteration we've got here is that we've got a really amazing smoky oil, which we've basically taken all the trimmings of vegetables from the kitchen. We've smoked them over charcoal, and then we've infused it into the oil, so it has a really natural smoky flavour. So into this bowl, into this trusty KitchenAid, I've got some Dijon mustard, some pasteurised egg yolk, or you could just use normal egg yolk if you're just making this at home. A little bit of Chardonnay vinegar is going in there. In here we've got a little bit of kombu seasoning, our faithful friend, the kombu seasoning, in there as well. And then just gonna put that on to whisk on a medium speed. You should do a funny shot while it's still waiting. Still waiting.
Right, so you can see this is no normal burger patty. It's almost white. It's like a Wagyu burger patty because it's got so much fat running through it. We've got those beautiful little flecks of yellow herb fat that we spoke about earlier. And now we're just gonna squash it down slightly.
Why'd you do that?
Again, we don't want it to be one big fat horrible patty. It needs to be a nice thin thing, cooked quick, nice and juicy. Same with the bun. The bun's flat. It's not some sort of big monstrous brioche creation, you know? It's nice and flat, right? Because that means it's going to be able to shove in your mouth quicker. Right, loads of salt, because that's going to come off in the pan. Good hit of pepper. And then we're going to cook it. Gas on.
Gas on.
Gas on. Turn the gas on.
Great, so we've got this amazing smoked beef patty now that Will just cooked. And all we're gonna do now is just assemble this with this amazing homemade American cheese slices. And we're gonna pop the bacon on top of that. And then we're just gonna pop it gently under the grill, just for the cheese just to melt, the bacon just to go a little bit extra crispy. So we've got that mayo that we just made earlier, so it's kind of a very smoky. It's got a little bit of kombu seasoning in there, so it's got a good amount of umami in there, a little bit spicy. To that, we are gonna add some finely chopped pickled shallots. So it's gonna add real nice acidity and a bit of texture. At the same time, we've also got some homemade pickled gherkins. So we just buy the gherkin cucumbers when they're in season. We just finely chop those again, just add that classic burger gherkin sweet taste. Those are going to get mixed in with the shallots and the mayo, and then just to add a little bit of extra sweetness, just a little bit of our homemade tomato ketchup. So that's all going to go in. And we're just going to mix that nicely together. Let me get a close up there, Sean. It has that classic, it's our take on a classic burger sauce. It's got the acidity from the shallots, sweetness from the gherkins and the tomato ketchup. So we're just going to get the bun. So it's been pre-toasted a second ago. We're just going to get it nice and hot. Again, the cheese and the bacon is melting under the grill.
Genuinely, shit cheese is the best.
The orange stuff.
On a burger, you know, like the fluorescent orange that's not actually real cheese. It melts in a different way, it's processed. So obviously you want the balance of not using shit American horrible nasty cheese, but you need to recreate that yourself. So we got some really good quality cheddar, we mixed it with some water, we made an emulsion and used a setting agent. Basically it sets like a block and then you just shave it off when you need it. This is actually a beautiful English called Keen's cheddar. Yeah, it's matured in a cave. The temperature of the cave is and the moisture in the cave is the perfect environment to mature cheese.
We've got a nice hot burger bun now. It's going to open it out, it's beautiful and crispy. We get these amazing buns from our baker that we work with called Paul Rhodes Bakery. So, we've got a bun. We're just going to go with the burger sauce, really generous on the bottom, don't be shy. And we're actually going to put the lettuce on the bottom because we always find that the bottom of the burger becomes really soggy. So this way we find if we put the lettuce on the bottom, then put the burger on the top, we'll end up with a much more burger that holds together. So lettuce goes on. We've got our amazing melted cheese, bacon patty there, and the smell coming off there is absolutely incredible. You're getting that kind of melted cheese flavour. Then we've got some whole sliced pickled shallots, just for texture, and again, just reiterating that acidity all the way through. Again, just another generous dollop of the burger sauce, don't be shy, because it really adds another smoky level to the burger. And then we go on with the top. And there you have it. That is the Fallow burger.
Like a porn.
Right, let's taste it.
Woo-hoo. Woo-wee. You're gonna do a burger cheers?
Cheers. This has been the ultimate burger. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been How to Fallow. Thanks very much.
So that's it for today. Thank you so much to Adeola, Anna, Jack, Will, and of course, Charlotte and Lou. On the next show, we have another great lineup. We have some great fashion, another wardrobe challenge, and of course, more foodie inspiration. Plus, the Queen of Skin, Abigail James, is back with her weekly nighttime routine. You don't want to miss out. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.